Hello from the Radisson Red at Heathrow Airport. It is Thursday the 9th of July and I'm so excited because I'm here for the start of another travel series. I cannot believe it's been 12 months since I first started vlogging on YouTube, so this is insane. This is like my first year anniversary tomorrow. But like I said, it's Thursday the 9th of July, I'm here, I'm ready for my trip tomorrow. We will talk about it in the room in a little while. Hopefully you can see the little mini there. It's so cute. I'll show you a little close up in a moment. But I last stayed here in 2024 before I went on my Greek tour, and it's really cool. As I arrived, I'm going to turn the camera around, hang on, picking up things. As I arrived, everyone was outside, enjoying their dinner outside, the bar over here. It is a bit of a heat wave in England today. It's 33 degrees and it hasn't really reduced down. So yeah, I'm going to flip the camera and show you. So here's like the lobby, if you like. And like I said, these are umbrellas here, and this is where everyone was sitting earlier. And then we've got the Mini. I'll zoom in for you if it will let me. Oh, that car's coming, but here's the Mini. Cute. So yeah, it's a really cool hotel. Very busy tonight. I don't think there'll be anyone left in England after today. It was busy. It's quieting down a bit now, but I think a football match has started. Don't ask me, I don't know what they're talking about. Some sort of World Cup situation going on. No idea who's playing tonight. So I think they've all gone into the bar. You can hear the planes. That'll be me tomorrow. I'll tell you in the room where I'm going and what I'm up to, but you can probably see anyway. But I'm really excited. You can probably see from my face I am exhausted. I have been to work today and it's been quite a long journey to get down here. But I'd rather do it today than tomorrow. But yeah, really recommend this hotel. I will go and give you a house tour now, a room tour, and show you my room. Do you want the house tour? So this is a standard double at the Radisson Red, which is very close to terminals 2 and 3 at Heathrow Airport. I have stayed here before. I stayed here in 2024, way before the vlogging days, before I went on my Greek tour. But it's just got really nice vibes. It's a really, I've already said this, but it's a really hot day in England today. It's a heat wave, it's like 33 degrees. It's about 8 o'clock at night. And everyone's outside, like with the umbrellas and the parasols and stuff, having dinner. So it's really cute. So let's go and have a look. So let me turn the camera on. I think the light's on. This is the bathroom. I mean, spicy. Shower cap, of which I might take one. Vanity kit, again, might take it. Toilet's down there. Nice big mirror with a lovely light for tomorrow morning, which is exciting. I don't want to dig into my toiletries just yet, so we've got all this, which is cool. And then we've got in the shower, shampoo, conditioner and body wash. And yeah, lovely big, kind of like wet room, I suppose, really. Oh, there's the hairdryer. Not that I'll be using that. But yeah, nice little bathroom. You'll have to excuse my stuff. I didn't try my bag on before leaving the house. It's really heavy. It's the heaviest it's ever been. So I'm a bit like, what? I mean, it won't be overweight, but not the best side of wearing a backpack. You'll have to excuse my crap here. I had to dig into some paracetamol immediately. You know when you can just feel a migraine coming on. So complimentary water, teas and coffees. I'm presuming this is a fridge. I have not really looked around at all yet. Oh, hang on. Yes, lovely. I might put one of those waters in there for the morning. And then this is the main room. So spacious. It is kind of at the end of the corridor, so I don't know whether it's a slightly bigger room, but I'm happy with this. This is going to be a recurring theme of the trip, but this is the most expensive hotel room of my whole trip. It was £125, which is actually ridiculous for 12 hours, but whatever. I love the crown here. It's cool, it's quirky, I like it. Lovely armchair for later. And then some lovely artwork. We have got a phone and a guy, a dude, and a door. Loads of sockets and things like that. A nice desk with a chair and then a, what do you call it? Don't know. But this is bothering me, right? So you've seen, let's pan round. So this is the room with the bed, this massive headboard and all these massive chairs and furniture, which are like oversized. And then you've got like the tiniest TV known to man. I mean, it's not, but you've got all this space. Why would you not have a bigger TV? Anyway, now, if you were watching me on my last trip when I went to the Baltics, I had a room with a joining door, of which I wasn't with those people, and it was actually really badly soundproofed. So fingers crossed for tonight. Here is the mirror, really long, not quite floor to ceiling, but not far off. Got some aircon tonight as well, because it's been such a bad heat wave recently. I've seen it online that people have been like booking hotel rooms for the aircon. Huh? This must be like the back of the car park with some cars. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. Really happy with that. Nice hotel. So it has just gone about 8:15, and I asked her at the front desk, because I hadn't eaten here before, what kind of options have you got? And she says we've got a bar, and they do like bar snacks, but it is rammed in there. And then they have an Italian restaurant. So I think that's my vibe. I am absolutely starving. Bar snacks is not, it's not, you know, tempting me. I need more than a bar snack. I haven't mentioned this, but in the rushing of getting ready last night, really hurt my finger. I've like sliced the top layer off. Not pleasant, but we will get over it. It's all going to be fine. So yeah, let's head downstairs. Okay, so this is the restaurant I've just eaten in. It's the Italian option. It's called Fellini. It was nice. Don't get me wrong. Can't show you too much because it's quite busy. It was nice, but it's just cost me £41 for some arancini, a pizza and a Diet Coke. This is going to be the running theme of the trip, guys. Though I will not be spending that on food again. Anyway, outside the restaurant, just down the side from the lobby is this. A Starbucks coffee machine, and then it's got like a contactless payment. So I'm thinking not for now because I'm absolutely exhausted, but I'm going to come down here in the morning and grab a coffee. So that's really cool, isn't it? We're back in the room. So I wanted to show you downstairs how to book. They have like these self checkout machines where you pay and book for your taxi, your Uber. But I got talking to a lady from New Zealand, and she wanted me to show her what to do. So as you can tell, I'm a bit tired. She wanted me to show her what to do, so I kind of did, but she then didn't bother. I don't know, it's a bit odd. Anyway, so I've booked my Uber for 8 AM, which is a bit of a line for me at an airport. I'm usually like getting up at like 3 or 4. My Uber's at 8, and it cost me £9.90. It is a shared hotel shuttle. If I wanted a private Uber, it was £23. And Terminal 3 is over the road. That's a little ridiculous. So £9.90, I'm happy with that. So you share with like people from other hotels that are at that time, or it might be people in this hotel at the same time. It's worth doing it the night before, pre-booking it. They get a bit busy in the morning, but also they can kind of then make plans, can't they, to who they're going to go to. So I'm really happy with that. That job's done. I am very, very tired. Like it's kind of all of a sudden I finish work and it's hit me basically. So I don't want to spend too long on the camera, but also I don't want to spend too long on the camera in all of these vlogs, because I've posted sometimes with videos in the hotel room of me talking for 15 minutes and nobody wants to see that. So I will quickly whiz through what's happening in my trip, what I'm doing tomorrow, and then I will move on. I've got to go and wash my hair. It's hair wash night. It's just gone 10 o'clock, I think. Is it? Is it around that time? Ugh, oh, my phone's over there. And then I'd like to be asleep for 11, basically. So that would be good. So, basically tomorrow, my flight is at 12:20. So I can check in from 9:20. But when I checked in online yesterday, obviously I've got to put my bag in. But when I checked in online yesterday, it said you can actually check in from 8:20. So obviously I don't have to go at that time. But like I said, I'm leaving here at 8. See how long it takes. I need to get there and take some photographs. And then I want to put my baggage in. see if it needs to go in the oversize and see. And then the world is my oyster in Heathrow Airport. I am very much ready for a bit of airport action. Like, that's the best part. It's not the best part of the holiday, but if I stay there for 4 weeks, I'm quite happy with that. You know, like Tom Hanks in The Terminal, I'd be quite happy to just hang around the airport. Couple of jobs to do at the airport tomorrow because of this situation here. It's gross. I need some more passports. Don't need some more passports. Some more plasters. See how tired I am. And a couple of things from Boots. I want to eat breakfast there as well, and then I want to grab a meal deal, if not 2 meal deals, because basically I am flying to Indonesia, but I won't get there tomorrow, even though I leave tomorrow. So today's Thursday. I'm obviously leaving 20 past midday tomorrow on Friday. Then my flight is 12.5 hours. And like I said on my Instagram, if you watch me on Instagram, because of how things are in certain countries at the moment, I have chosen flights that are slightly out of the way, which means I've got a layover at Hong Kong. So I've got a 12.5 hour flight to Hong Kong tomorrow. I am flying with Cathay Pacific, so I will let you know how I feel about them and how I get on with them. I've never flown with them before. I've never flown to Asia before, but they are part of One World Alliance, so I can collect my Avios points and tier points and all things like that, which is cool. Then when I get to Hong Kong, the time will move forward by 7 hours. So the time difference is 7 hours. So I will arrive in Hong Kong, their time, Saturday at 7:50 a.m. But for you guys, it'll be 12:50 a.m. So you've just gone past midnight, basically. Is that right? Yeah. And then I've got a 4 hour and 45 minute layover in Hong Kong. Depending on how I feel, I may or may not have a shower, because you will be sick of me wearing this, because I am wearing this tomorrow. I've only worn it for literally the drive down here. I may or may not decide to have a shower at Hong Kong Airport. I've not pre-booked one, but we shall see. And try some foods and have a Starbucks and look in the Disney shop, and yay. Can't buy anything tomorrow because I'd have to carry it for 4 weeks, so what's the point? But I can have a little bit of a reconnaissance and a moo shrew and have a look around, basically. And then, so now we're on Saturday, but today's Thursday. Saturday, after the 4.5 hour layover, I've then got a 5 hour flight, still with Cathay Pacific, to Bali, Denpasar Airport. So it's 5 hours, so that's cool. I am flying economy all the way there and all the way back, and I have got an aisle seat on my 12 hour flight, and I've got a window seat on my 5 hour flight. So yeah, getting a bit of mix of both worlds, as you say. So yeah, that's the plan. I've not said it on here before, but I'm going on my Indonesian tour. So basically, or your eat, pray, love tour, whatever you want to call it. I'm not praying and I'm not loving, so I'm just eating. So that's not really any kind of tour, it's just the eat tour. But I'm going for a month. So there are plenty of vlogs to be coming. Better vlogs than this, because I was exhausted. But loads of vlogs to be coming, loads on Instagram. I'm also going to be tracking my trip on Polar Steps. If you're interested, let me know. I will send you the link. So yeah, I'm going to Indonesia for 4 weeks. I'm going for a month, just over. I'm going on my own weeks 1 and week 4. And weeks 2 and 3, I am with a travel company called Intrepid Travel. This is not an ad. I have paid for it myself, fully. Screaming child in the corridor.
Stop! Peter, we're not wake people up. What's wrong with you?
Kids of today. Lost my train of thought because there's a screaming child in the corridor. Weeks 1 and 4, I'm on my own. Weeks 2 and 3, I'm with Intrepid Travel. I've paid for it, it's not an ad. I've been with them before, so I went with them to Morocco last year for 2 weeks, and for 8 days in 2023 to Croatia. This is my 3rd tour with Intrepid Travel. Really excited. As always, I'm mixing it all up a little bit, so there'll be a mixture of accommodation styles, a mixture of different places that I'm going to. So I'm kind of doing the obvious places in Bali, kind of by myself. The more rural, less obvious places in Bali with Intrepid. We're also going to the next island along, which is Lombok. and I'm staying on 2 smaller islands, one called Gili Air with the tour group, and then I'm going to Nusa Lembongan on my own. And then it's literally like 30 days today, even 31 days today. So today's the 9th of July. I get home I fly again home on the 9th of August. That's insane. That's mental. It's my longest ever trip. I'm really excited. Never been to Asia. It's my 4th continent. So I've been to North America. Obviously I live in Europe, Africa, and now Asia. So I'm really excited. I think I'm absolutely going to love it. I think I'm going to love it. I think I'm going to fall in love. There's just this draw I have to Asia. Just this draw I have to Asia. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm fascinated because the school I work in, where I live, the majority of the children are of Hindu and Indian heritage. So desperate to get to India, but it's monsoon season. But I will go one day at the right time. But it's just things like, Thailand, Vietnam, the Philippines. Yeah, I've got that draw. You know, like certain continents or countries. We'll see how I get on anyway. I'm sure I will love it and want to go again to a different country, but the same continent. So we shall see. So yes, you're going to see me in a few seconds' time. And I will see you at the airport tomorrow, because this vlog is a pre-travel day and 2 travel days. So you will see me in this pink t-shirt quite a lot. I am going to be wearing the same trousers, but you can't see them, so it doesn't really matter, does it? And then we'll have a shower and probably get changed at Hong Kong. So yeah, I'm exhausted. I've waffled all of that. I can't speak. It's been a very hectic year at work. I'm quite glad it's over, to be honest. So yeah, I'm definitely ready for a break, but I can already feel like my body's like in holiday mode. I was a bit sensoried out in the restaurant. I needed like ear defenders on or something. I was just like, what? I just had to shut it all out. Just couldn't cope with it. Just knackered. So I hope I can sleep tonight, and I hope I can sleep on the flight. It's enough waffling. I'm going to go in the shower, and I'll see you in about 3 seconds. Hello and good morning from Heathrow Terminal 3. It is the start of the adventure today. I'm feeling much more refreshed. I am tired still, there's no doubt about it. End of school-itis, but I'm feeling better. Hotel, I would highly recommend. It's really, really good. The only thing I would say about it is really dark. So there aren't that many lights, and the room's quite dark and the furniture, so I literally couldn't see to pack this morning. I haven't recorded before this because it was all a bit of a rush in the end. Well, there's a bus coming in, as you do, as you're recording. I got up on time and stuff. Like, I'm here earlier. Is it about 8:30 now? I got up on time and things. But you know, like straighten your hair, and then you're waiting for the straighteners to dry, and then I was charging a few things as well. But we got there in the end. So yeah, we are here. But yeah, highly recommend the hotel. Oh, then the driver says, I'm already here. And I'm like, great, fantastic. I was like still upstairs. Then I got in the lift with the cleaners, and they were going up, and I was like, no, I want to go down. Get out of the way. So it is what it is. I'm here now, so yeah. Exciting times. I've had a text to say that the flight is going when it should be, and it's departing when it should be at the current time, so we shall see. Oh dear. I haven't been to Terminal 3 before, so this is really exciting. I usually fly out of Terminal 5, I'm a bit of a BA girl, but this is really exciting. I'm going to move. There's always someone. There were a few loud people in the corridor last night. Let's move, let's hang on. I've got a trolley today. Because of my thumb, this sounds really pathetic. Because of my thumb, I'm struggling to get my backpack on and off, which is really irritating. So let's try and get this thumb better in the next few days. Blimey, this lot of... Calm down. I'm going to head to this board here to find out where Cathay Pacific check-in desks are. I think I can see it already. Here we go. Here we go. So we are looking at C, which is here. So that's good. Okay, so I've checked in, did the self-bag drop. The lady had to help me. I think she thought I was struggling. I am, but with the thumb situation. And then it said travel document. She's like, you need to put your passport in. You know, you're just like, what? give me a second to read the screen. She was helpful though. And then, as always, it's had to go into oversized baggage. And I'm going to go back in and show you, see if it's moved yet. But basically, I just had to put it on a trolley. It's not even, it was one of like the baggage trolleys behind a barrier. It's on its own. There's no sign for oversized baggage. And you know, you think, not sure that bag's going to make it. So, let's see. Okay, so security's done. Took about all of 3, 4, 5 minutes. 3, 4, 5, probably 5. Ooh, W. Smith's is good here. This is all new to me because I've not been in this terminal before. But it's time for a coffee. Okay, so I'm in Giraffe restaurant, which is where I wanted to come to. I can serve my drinks pretty quickly, so that's good. I've got 3 hours to kill because I did the self-service bag check, so I was able to check in quite early. Speaking of bags, let's check that bag on the air tag in a minute. You'll have to excuse me, I'm doing things like with one hand, it's really quite annoying. But yeah, I've ordered a veggie breakfast, brown toast, poached eggs, flat white and an orange juice. I've not seen a Starbucks yet, but I'm definitely going in there at some point. And then I need a book. I need to grab a couple of bits from Boots, stone tie for my first aid kit. Put some nail varnish for my toes. So yeah, looking forward to this. Here it is, my fantastic veggie breakfast, and it has come with hash browns. Fan needed, coffee and juice. This is where I'm heading to, the pharmacy. See if we can get a few supplies. Okay, so goods acquired. I don't think I've told you this, but basically my Kindle no longer works because Amazon have stopped allowing the older Kindles to download books. It's really annoying and irritating. So that's really annoying. I have a Kindle sitting at home. So anyway, I have one book, and then I've just bought another one. It's called, I think it's called Careless People. Basically, it's the lady that used to work for Meta, unveiling the secrets and all of that. So I'm looking forward to that, but it means that I can chuck it as well because I can't carry that for 4 weeks. So I best get reading. Anyway, I'm looking for a Starbucks. I had this problem at Marrakesh airport, and I don't think there is one, and that's really annoying. But they've got Cafe Nero. Come on now. Who do you think I am? Hello, hopefully you can hear me. I was going to put on my microphone. I haven't really got anything to attach it to today, so it's not ideal. I'm just in Pret a Manger. They haven't got a Starbucks. Sorry? You've got a Cafe Nero but not a Starbucks. So next best thing is... Sorry about this. Next best thing is... Bless you. Next best thing is Pret a Manger. Sorry about this. I'm hot and bothered. So I've not mentioned it before, but it's a heat wave in the UK at the current moment. So, got my fan from John Lewis, if you're interested, £12 last year. That's better. Oh, Christ. There's just no aircon at all in the airport. But goods acquired. I have been to the pharmacy. I've got hay fever tablets, hydrocortisone for my bites when I get bitten, plasters, and something else, paracetamol. I've been to Yo Sushi, got myself some sushi for the flight, because it's a 12-hour flight. And we've got 2 meals, but you know. And then I've got some popcorn and some crisps when I watch a film. I don't know what the meal's going to be like. I've ordered vegetarian oriental meals. I'm sure they'll be fine. I quite like plain food, but you just never know. It's a long time to be up there without any food. So, popcorn, crisps, sushi and a Diet Coke. I can have a Diet Coke now on my holiday. I just want to update my Polar Steps, which is the app I'm using to track my trip. Before I leave Heathrow, and I've got about half an hour before the gate is announced. So, had another quick refresh. You can probably see from my face, it is so hot here today. It's very humid. I know it's going to be like that there, but I'm not going to be wearing this many clothes. So I'm just walking now to my gate. I think I can see the plane. and it's gate 1, so that's really easy. I'm walking instead of using the travelator to just burn a few steps, because 12 hours on a plane is quite a long time. But I can see it's just down here. And then I had, you know, like it wasn't a scam call, but Vodafone tried to ring me. You know, you're just like, really? You've had 12 months to ring me, and you're ringing me now? I said, I'm on holiday, go away. In a nice way. Here's the plane. Let's turn the camera around. Hang on. This looks like the plane here. Can you see it? Not really. I promise it's there. You can imagine my disappointment when I arrive at the gate and it's a Cafe Nero. Right, just walking back down again. There's no toilets this end, so not sure how much I'm going to be able to film because I have got 2 people sitting next to me on the flight, which is fine. I'm on the aisle seat, but I'll try and show you some of the entertainment and the food with my vegetarian oriental meals, whatever that is. Because apparently there's no dairy and no egg in that either, so basically it's a vegan meal. Confusing. I will be glad to get out of here because apparently there's just no aircon at Heathrow. I've been fine this week, but you know when you've got all this stuff on, I can't show you, but I've also treated myself to a magazine. There you go. I've also treated myself to a magazine, or in other words, a bazing. I used to call them bazings when I was a child because I couldn't say magazine. Too many syllables, I think. So let's go and get to the gate now. Here is the plane. Looks like we're going to be going above ground today, so I can't record that. I won't lie, although we've been at the airport for 4 hours, I feel like the whole thing feels a bit rushed. I'm not sure if it's because I'm single and not on my own, but because you have to take everything everywhere, you can't like say, oh, to your partner or your family, just look after my bag while I pop to the ladies or whatever. I just feel like I've not stopped. And I've literally only been at the gate about 7 minutes or something, and then it's like, oh, group 5, that's me. So yeah, let's see how we get on. 12.5 hours to go. Let's see who I'm sat next to. Let's see how the meals are. But if all else fails, I know that the entertainment's going to be good. And I've got a magazine and a book, and I couldn't have got any more. I'm like a pack horse, like it's ridiculous. Let me show you my stuff. Hang on, can you see? It's like my phone and everything. And then I've got 2 bags on me. Anyway, see you on the other side. Hello and good morning from Hong Kong Airport. I have made it. After a bit of a shorter flight than we thought, it sort of landed 45 minutes before it should do, so it was about 11 hours and 45 minutes, I think, in the end. Haven't really slept. And we had really bad turbulence just south of the Gobi Desert, so that was interesting. That was the worst turbulence I've experienced. It wasn't for too long, but it wasn't great, and you know when you need the ladies, and then it was time for the meal service. Lord on earth. We'll talk about it in a minute. But I've just arrived to sort of the transfer section and went through security again, which I didn't realise, and I'd got a full Diet Coke and a full Evian water, £8 down the drain. He took them away. Great. But I've just come out of the lift and I've spotted this. Not sure if you can see it. Hong Kong Disneyland shop. Hong Kong Disneyland shop. So forget Disneyland. We'll go there in a minute. I've got 5 hours to go. I'm struggling to find Starbucks. It is very elusive. There's loads to see here. It's ridiculous. I'll show you in a while. However, like literally, I've put it on my directions on my maps. It's like I'm on top of it, but not at the same time. But then I found like 2 other levels. It's like a shopping mall, basically. It can't be this difficult. I had this from Marrakesh, if you remember. If you've seen that vlog, I shall put it in the description below. Honestly, this is ridiculous. It just shows you that with all the research in the world, you still can't find a Starbucks. Like, it can't be this difficult. It would be the first thing that I would put when you get off the plane. But no, apparently not. I would walk 500 more. It's apparently next to gate 6. I asked that lady on the information desk. Gate 6 is about a mile away, which is good because I can stretch my legs. However, I am gasping. Don't have coffees on planes because you just don't know where the water's been. Gate 6 is a long way away. And then when I tried to ask her and say, can I get back? She didn't understand what I meant. Can I see a sign? No. That was being hopeful there. I understand now why people have long layovers. Remind me later that I need to set off quite earlier than I think to get to the gate. You can probably hopefully see there the sign for gate 5. And gate 6 is apparently all the way down there. Okay, let's have a catch up. So that was a relatively good flight. I am now here at Hong Kong Airport. Managed to find the Starbucks. It was a trek. But I've got this is a strawberry acai lemonade, and this is supposedly, but it's not, a flat white. This is what happened wherever else I went as well. I can't think where it was now. Was it Morocco? And it's a latte. It's not a flat white. It's not strong enough. Anyway, moving on. I've got a coffee, and I'm happy. The flight was all in all pretty good. I didn't feel like it was too long. I was ready to come off at the end. But about 3 hours from the end, we had suffered really bad turbulence as we were coming sort of south of the Gobi Desert of all places. It was really bad turbulence. There was a few people like being sick and stuff, which is usually me. But funnily enough, half an hour before, I'd taken another 2 travel sickness tablets, so that was lucky. That worked out. The only thing I would say, it was cramped. Like, my legs ache, and I'm 5'2"3/4. Yes, the 3/4 matters. Yeah, it was cramped. It was tight, and like if they wanted to, the 2 people next to me, they were really nice. But if they wanted to get out to go to the toilet, but I'd got the table down, and then the person in front of me put their chair down and reclined for the whole flight. You know, and you're like, you're not even going to put it up when it's time to eat. It was cramped. So yeah, but I managed to watch the new Michael Jackson film twice. I watched The Prisoner of Azkaban and a bit of Hot Fuzz towards the end, but I hadn't got time to finish it all. Tried to get to sleep with my brand new turtle pillow, TRTL. Cost me £50. I found it incredibly uncomfortable. It's either too big for me, because I'm obviously quite petite, and I should have got the children's junior version, or it's just I'm not got it on right, or something like that. I need to have another look when I get things together. There's my bag. So that's, we'll see. But because it was nighttime here, even though it was light at home, the lights were dark pretty much from the end of the first service, dark for like 10 hours. Not ideal when you've brought a brand new book and a brand new magazine, and I haven't got a Kindle with me. So that wasn't ideal, because that was the plan. So everything just kind of went to pot, really, to be honest. You couldn't easily get to your own bags, and you know, the bag that's up the top, and you don't want to disturb people when everyone's asleep. So when I got here to Hong Kong, I had to go through security again, even though I'm transferring. I didn't have to do like departures and stuff. I just had to do the security thing and the scan thing, and he pulled my bag, and I'd forgotten I'd got a brand new can of Diet Coke and a brand new Evian water. Both cost me £4 each, so I've lost £8 there. So that's annoying. But yeah, all in all, good flight. Would rate Cathay Pacific. The meals, so I had pre-booked vegetarian oriental meals, and it was fine. The dinner was fine, so that was like the lunchtime, and it was mung bean vegetables. It was like a stir fry with jasmine rice. The rice is the best rice I've ever had, and I hate white rice. I like wholemeal rice. Beautiful. Little fruit salad, and then like a little starter, like it was a bean salad. I didn't eat the bread, but it was nice, and you could have as many like soft drinks as you wanted, and then between meal services they came around with like cup noodles if you wanted them. I didn't have them this time, but I might on my next flight or when I return. But yeah, the staff were great, and she was really good with me, because they gave everyone else ice cream on their dinner tray, but because I'd been served first, because I'd got a special meal, it was a vegan meal really, because there was no dairy and no eggs. They hadn't put an ice cream on it, and I was like, do you mind if it was Haagen-Dazs, cookies and cream? She did come back with one, so that she did remember, which was nice. So yeah, enough waffling. I'm going to finish these drinks. I might be a while, and then we're going to go and have a look around Hong Kong Airport, because someone's got to stretch these legs. And there's a Hong Kong Disneyland shop. So let's go. Right, come with me as I walk around the airport. As you can see, it's very spaced out. I had just seen upstairs they're making a Basha Coffee restaurant. Basha Coffee is where I went in Marrakesh. Highly recommend. They've got a shop here, look. How cool is that? I'm not having a look today, but I might on the way back in 4 weeks' time because I can't carry anything. I'm heading for... They have some like special things here. So they've got a particular bridge that you can go to, and there's a sign for Sky Garden. Whatever that means, but yeah, you have to walk quite far between the different places. So the Starbucks I went to was at gate 6, so some of them are actual gates instead. So let's go and have a look. Just trying to get some steps in, so I'm walking, but the whole place is very highly efficient. I absolutely love it. Oh, look how clean it is, honestly. I know airports can to an extent be clean, but I can't explain it. It has like a nice smell about it as well. Can you see out there some of the skyscrapers as well? And the planes? They have announced our gate, but we're not going for another 4 hours, so I don't need to rush. This is the entrance to the McDonald's. It's obviously downstairs. And then I heard that I think it's called the Wonder Bridge. I will write it on the screen if I've got that wrong. Is between 13 and 22. It said go and look for those numbers. Here, I think it is. And you can stand up here, and then underneath the planes will go, because it has a glass floor. How cool is that? Let's go and have a look. And I'm running out of battery. I'm getting 2 different features of the airport confused. It's called the Sky Bridge, and I'm heading up this very large escalator which reminds me of the London Underground. So if you want to go to the Sky Bridge, it's between gates 13 and 22. So I've just missed one because this plane's just come underneath. And you can see here the glass floor. This is really cool. I'm going to stand here and wait, I think. It's making me feel a little queasy. So this is really cool. This is the Sky Bridge. I'm going to flip to my feet, and then basically I'm standing on some glass and you can watch the plane come underneath your feet. So let me show you. So this is kind of where the planes go, and then here's my little pink shoes. WH Smith's bag. And you can wait for the plane to come across. Here we go. So there's a plane coming through the opposite direction. It's a Japan Airlines flight, and it's being towed. I have no idea why. Let's have a look. How cool is this? So close, but yet so far. It didn't actually come underneath. It's turning. How cool is that? So I am now heading for the sky deck to see some views of Hong Kong over the water. Again, just past the Sky Bridge, and it's got kind of this exhibition space. Here's a model of the Air Airport. Oh, that's pretty cool. This is amazing, actually. Oh, that's cool. I'm trying not to get the glare in of the window, but that over the water there is Hong Kong. Another Cathay Pacific plane coming in. Wonder if it's mine later. Definitely adding Hong Kong to the vision board now. So this is the sky bridge from the other angle. So I was kind of like standing here. A plane never came underneath when I was there, which is a shame, but how long can you give it really? Yeah, it's really cool. Okay, so we've got some live performances going on now. Let's go and have a look what's going on. Actually looking worse, but I've just had a freshen up in the bathroom, as you do. Changed a few items of clothing, brushed my teeth, brushed my hair, and put some makeup on. It's actually quite funny. All I've brought as makeup for this whole trip is my eyebrow pencil and some eyeliner. That's it. I'm wearing sunglasses, it's all going to be fine. Anyway, I'm heading back upstairs now because I think it is time for Hong Kong Disneyland. Now when I say Hong Kong Disneyland, I don't mean the actual Hong Kong Disneyland. I'm talking about the shop here at the airport. And I'm extremely excited. Let's go. So they have a bit of an obsession in China and Hong Kong Disneyland with Duffy and Friends. There's some pins. I'm not a huge pin person. Let's kind of look over here. Oh, yes. This is all the Duffy stuff here. Singing over the copyright. This one's probably the most recognisable one. Ooh. Got the Easter collection here. Look at these. And we've got a plush wall. Duffy and Friends. I need to come away from Duffy and Friends. What I'm actually looking for is some ears. Not today, but I'll pick them up on the way home. But if they've got the Jessie ears, that might be a purchase for the way home. Don't tell me they haven't got any ears. No Disney store. Aha, here we go. I spy. Look at this very sad selection of ears. Oh my god. If you'd like to purchase new stocks, please contact our cast members. Oh no, oh my god. They're here. If you didn't already know, my next trip is to Disneyland Paris. Oh my god. 169 Hong Kong dollars. Yeah, they're them. I'd have to check. They don't look quite right with the band. The band's denim. I'd have to double check because they've just gone on sale on the Disney Store UK website. What was that? 169 Hong Kong dollars. Hang on. Oh, and we get up. I thought the rate of Hong Kong dollars to pound sterling was basically divided by 10. Surely not. They can't be that cheap. If they are, I'm having them for my trip because my next trip is Disneyland Paris. This is more like it, the traditional stuff. Let me show you because it's just on my face and I'm sweaty already and I've only just got changed into this t-shirt. This is definitely copyright as well. Houston, we have a problem. Oopsie-daisy. Purchase was made. I know, I'm not supposed to be buying anything until the way home, but stock was deplenishing. You know what I mean? Depleting. diminishing. Hey. I bought some Jessie ears. It was too good of a bargain. So basically they came out at £16.90 and they are £35 in the United Kingdom. So I've saved myself over half price, so I'm well happy with that. But also I didn't want to worry about getting them on the way home, so that pretty much finishes off the outfit now. I'm not sure whether they're exactly the same as the ones in the UK, but does it matter? They're quite clearly Jessie ears. Still trying to kill some time. The time is currently, don't know because my watch won't work, about 10:15, I think. No, it must be later than that. Hang on. So I've come down to gate 60 on the tram train thing, to another Starbucks to see if they've got any like food to take on the plane. Basically I want crisps and popcorn. Basically I need a WH Smith's. This is the Starbucks here. It is a bigger one and there's some seating here as well, which is quite cool. And they've got a really good selection of the mugs and cups that I would like to collect and buy on my return. I think I'm going to be spending quite a lot here when I come back. I'm going to have to not spend as much in Bali, in Indonesia. So anyway, I think I might get the train back now. Well, in fact, I'm going to have a look at these shops here and then get the train back. And I might set up shop near our gate and get my laptop out. Let's go and see. I forgot to say, but my bag, my big, large backpack, did make it to Hong Kong, in fact. I know it was as much of a shock to me as it is to you. But she did put my details like in the iPad to say that I'd put the backpack on the oversized baggage kind of thing. You can probably hear from my voice. Struggling with the aircon now. But I just had a look at the weather app for Hong Kong. Obviously I'm inside, I'm in the airport. It's 30 degrees Celsius, with a real feel of 41. So I'm glad I'm not out there. It's been fascinating. I'm just over the way now. My gate's like over here, but it's quieter over here. I've been absolutely fascinated because I've been watching the comings and goings on the plane that I'm getting on. All the passengers got off, then the cleaning crew got on with the Henry Hoovers and the mops and all of that, and then now they've got 2 massive trucks. That's the catering team, and they kind of like pull up to the plane and attach it, and then fascinating. And then where the planes come from, but they've had a load of cargo come off. Absolutely fascinating stuff. As you can tell, I'm getting a bit tired now. So today is Saturday and I left my house on Thursday. Obviously there's a 7-hour time difference, but I think roughly by the time I get to the hotel in Bali, I've been awake about 41 hours. That's if I don't sleep on this one. Yeah, so it's long. It's a lot, isn't it? Not awake, that's not true. It would have taken me that long from my own house. I did sleep at the airport. But yeah, I'm having a great time. Like I said before, I'd be quite happy to stay here. There is so much to see and do here at Hong Kong Airport. You can have a day out in itself. So many shops. I've just grabbed a baguette from Pret a Manger because you just don't know if it's going to be nice or not. But also I can use it there. I might even just skip the restaurant tonight. And as soon as I get to my hotel, just go to bed. And if the baguette's still there, then I will eat it. I had a bit of a funny interaction in the shop, in the Pret a Manger. I was like, oh, do you have any crisps to go with it? And she said, oh, what, chips? And I went, yes, because they're probably thinking Americanisms. And they went, no. And I was like, what? But I can't find any anywhere in the whole airport. And they don't have like shops like WH Smith's or Boots, you know, like for a meal deal. But maybe that's a British thing. But yeah, it is currently 11:31. There's a little bit of action at the desk now. Boarding gate. But I'm group 5 to board. Fingers crossed I'm on my own. This plane's going to be slightly different, so not that I showed you, but on the previous plane it was a 3-4-3 formation, and I think this one is a 2-3-2, and if it's not, it's a 2-4-2, and I'm on a row of 2. So we shall see. I think I'm going to change my plaster before we go. Let me show you my ears while I'm here. I know I'm talking for ages now. Hang on. I'll show you. Little old lady staring at me. I won't show you because I can't get in the bag. There we go. So they're not exactly the same, I don't think. I think the headband's different, but basically these are the Sheriff Jessie ears, and they were, like I said, £16.90, and in England they're £35. They had to be purchased. Funny fact is, a few years ago when I last went to Florida, which was 2019, I wasn't an ear person. It just wasn't for me. Things have changed, life's changed, and now I'm an ear person. So yeah. Anyway, hopefully I can video some of this flight. If not, I will see you on the other side at Denpasar Airport. from Bali. I've made it. Long time no speak. It's been a while. It's been a long 2 days. I'm here, and that's the main thing, which is really, really good. So I last left you in Hong Kong airport, and then I've showed you some videos of the flight. It was a 4.5-hour flight again, bit of reduced time. I kind of just, I didn't pass out, but basically the food came through quite quickly. So we had the rice crackers again, and then I ended up with some sort of, what you'd call like soy sauce veg with jasmine rice. That was nice. But I didn't like the starter. That was like the mung bean veg again, but it was cold. It was a bit odd. But that came out really quickly, so that it kind of left like 3.5 hours, and I was just doing the whole this kind of thing, falling asleep. I couldn't be bothered to get the rubbish neck pillow out. I didn't get my eye mask out. I did start, oh god, the Madison on the TV thing, but yeah, no, just abandoned ship. And then I just kind of videoed arriving in Bali and things like that. And then because it was obviously security, there's quite a lot to do. So I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I was struggling online to do my visa last week. So once you get off the plane, I did visa on arrival. That cost me, it's about £23. That's for 30 days. Then I went over and did the levy, which is kind of like the customs thing. Is it the levy? Oh, have I missed one out? No, I might have missed one thing out. The customs thing. And then I went through the automatic barriers with the passport. But the worst bit was waiting for my bag. And people are all standing up over the red line. You think, I can't see a thing because I'm not tall. So if anyone's, and then this woman plonked herself right in front of me, literally just before my bag came out. And I'd been waiting a long time, like, I don't know, half an hour maybe. So the longest part was the baggage part. Chucked it all onto a trolley because I was like, no, I'm knackered. And then you went through the customs thing, but if you'd already got your QR code, which I had, you just showed that because I'd already done it. And then and then you go through, and there was a Starbucks and this kind of like chicken place, and there was places you could eat and drink, and great, but I just wanted to get a move on. And then I was trying to get a sign in front, a photo in front of the Bali sign, and you know, just like there's one family after the other, and you're like, you're not aware of your surroundings because I'm waiting my turn, but whatever. Anyway, walked all the way down past the people that were saying taxi, and found the Grab and Gojek lounges, which are kind of the local Bolt/Uber, and put my postcode for this hotel in there. And then within about, I don't know, 5 minutes, this guy turned up. He says, oh, my English isn't good. I said, don't worry, I'm tired, let's just get there. But to go 11 miles, it took 57 minutes. So I gave him a little bit extra money, and he's like so grateful for it. It was about £3, but yeah. So I'm here now at my hotel, but the time is, so say I arrived here at 8, it's 8:15 now. The sun sets here earlier in Bali, so the sun set as we were flying in, so it kind of sets about, I don't know, 6:15. So I've arrived in complete pitch darkness and can't see a thing. So I'm going to do a room tour tomorrow, I think. I'll do what I can inside, but I'll show you outside tomorrow because I've got a balcony with a futon. There's a bit of loudness in the corridor. I was just about to say it's ever so quiet and peaceful here. I have absolutely no idea how to find the lobby again. I mean, my sense of direction is very good. Some of us want an early night. My sense of direction is very good, so I should be able to get back tomorrow, but it's just a bit disorientating, isn't it, when everything's in the dark? And then as we were driving through, the traffic was so bad, and I'd heard that about Bali anyway, with the scooters and the cars, and like it took us, I don't know, 15 minutes to go 200 metres. Like, it was ridiculous. And then he pulls up until this kind of like resort. I thought, Christ, this is a bit bougie, and my hotel is part of this resort. Backstory on this hotel. I did not book this hotel until a fortnight ago. I'd previously had somewhere else booked for like about 10 or 11 months, and it had a couple of bad reviews recently, but also you can pick up a bargain last minute. So I got this room for just over £200 for 4 nights, which is quite expensive, but it's down from £515, so I've saved £300. I think it was more than that, in fact. I've saved £300, like ridiculous. It's a bit of a ridiculous price because it needs a bit of work doing to it, but I shall show you. Let me flip the camera. So as you come in, I'm not sure what's in here because I've not had a look yet. There's cubbies and shelves and a safe. What's in here? And you can hang things up, and there's some Philippe flops. Then we're going into the bathroom, which is really interesting because you can kind of see part of the bathroom in the room. So that's like the shower, and this is the bath. And I don't like baths, but it is nice if you wanted a bath. Again, you can see through into the room. It's a bit odd. So can't leave the bathroom light on. Toilet, lovely whole wall mirror, and then a sink and loads of freebies. It doesn't look great because it's so dark, so it's hard to show you all this. Two dental kits, shower cap, sanitary bag, vanity kit, a comb, a shaving kit, and some soap. It's insane. One of those silly hair dryers. Oh, hang on. Is this a light? Oh, that's the extractor fan. You can see it a bit better now. Here I am, in the same clothes I've been wearing for 2 days. In fact, I think it might be 3 days. Let's turn that off, that is my weight now. This is my collection of bags. And then we've got water, tea, coffee and stuff. And then this is a fridge. And then we've got a TV. And then the room service menu, which is 24 hours apparently. And then he was saying that they've given me a 15% discount at the new coffee shop they have. This is an opening discount, I'm not sure if you can see. Terrace KO. They're open until 10 PM, but I'm not going to have a coffee tonight because I need to go to sleep. And then you get iced tea on arrival as well. I don't think I'll be trying that because I need to settle my stomach first. And then we've got a mirror and a desk and all of this. And then we've got the bed, which is more than big enough for me. Quite low, but more than big enough for me. I will briefly show you through the window here. If I can find the opening. Where's the opening? Here. I have a balcony out here with a futon, but I can't show you anything because it's so dark. It is a massive resort. It's a massive resort, and he was trying to explain to me the different levels and things, and so I'm building 3, level 4, room 10, I think is what he was trying to say. And then there's he said there's another pool this way, and then the main pool's that way with the gym and the restaurant. I don't know. I'm going to have a bit of an explore tomorrow and do a reconnaissance around the hotel because it is quite late. I told them that I was arriving at 7 and I actually arrived at 8 in the end, but it's 24-hour reception. I've actually managed to do 10,000 steps today, which is insane because we arrived at Hong Kong at midnight and then have gone forward 7 hours, and it's now just gone 8, so that's like 13 hours ago. So in 13 hours I've done 10,000 steps. I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. But yeah, I'm going to leave the vlog here for now, and I'm going to show you the resort in next week's vlog. I am staying in a place called Uluwatu. It's a place in Bali, south of the airport where I was earlier. And here on in, I'm going to do kind of 2 or 3 days for each vlog. So that was kind of a very long pre-travel and travel day vlog. I'm going to, show you around, but I'm here for 4 nights. Obviously tonight's 1 night. So the next one will be an Uluwatu vlog. I'm having an early night. I'm going to have my pret-a-manger baguette, and I managed to pick up some crisps. Listen to this, right? I managed to pick up some crisps. They're not Lay's, but they're similar. They're salt and vinegar. They were just over £5. But the taxi cost me just over 7 for 11 miles for 57 minutes. So someone's taken the mick with the crisps a little bit, but I hadn't seen any crisps all day. When I went to pret-a-manger earlier, I'm not sure if I said this, there was just no comprehension of what crisps were, and they don't sell them. Very strange. And I love a crisp, it's my favourite food. Can't go without crisps for a month. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the vlog. my camera is shouting at me that it's got a 5% battery. Next week's vlog will be about Uluwatu. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye bye.